Today I'm going to talk about my experience dating Tanzanian women. It comes with its own unique challenges, from the social aspect to the cultural side of it to the emotional side of it. I'm here to reveal all. So let's start with the most serious one, which is cheating and sexually transmitted diseases. So men in Tanzania generally, they cheat. Not any more than, well, I don't know, women, they cheat as well, but men seem to cheat more. And this is usually because women are more available in Tanzania. And this goes through a lot of developing countries as well. So I was comparing my experience as well. I lived in Thailand and Australia and the UK. So I got this checked by a health expert, and this is a fact. So the way it works is Tanzanians and Africans, the culture, they seem to have more partners at the same time, as opposed to Westerners like the UK and stuff. They tend to have one partner, then they move on to the next, then have another partner, break up, move on to the next, break up, move on to the next. So it's a different culture. So if you, like a Tanzanian that will have multiple partners at the same time, that way more sexually transmitted diseases go around faster that way. So let's open the gate. So that's why there's more sexually transmitted diseases like AIDS in Africa, a bit more common. And this is not just Africa as well, it's other developing countries as well. I think it's more of a developing country thing as well. And also there's more women available because of the money aspect of it. So let's go on to money now. Oh my God, money. So money's a big thing here, and a lot of people are broke here. This is the reality of it. I know people, I'm going to say like Tanzania, if you look it up, I looked it up the other day, and Tanzania is like 49% poverty rate or something like that. I think it's gone down a bit. If I know people in the comments are going to say, oh, we have this in Tanzania, we have that in Africa, but most people are poor here. I mean, everyone I know, let's put the AC on here, might make a bit of a noise. I'll put it a little bit. The reality is most people are broke here, I found. Even people I know, they're always frigging broke. Even the guys I go out with, I have to pay for their drinks. No money all the time. Everyone's no frigging money here. Like, it does my head in. Like, everybody's a frigging brokey here. I meet most people anyway, not everybody. But in my experience, most people don't have any much money here. So money's a big thing, and you can get women with money as well. Like guys would, as soon as they get paid, they would go out on the weekend and they'd pay a bunch of girls for the night. And it's quite easy to pick up girls. You know, there's a lot of prostitution, all that lot. I'm not going to go into that too much. I won't say the word desperate comes to mind, but yeah, people are pretty desperate for money, and they will do things to get money. And I've had girls, I've only dated a week, they blatantly ask you for money outright. Now, I didn't really get this in the UK, and I didn't even meet a single woman I dated that would blatantly just ask me for money, maybe once or twice, but not as much as here. But it's not just Tanzania, that's the developing country thing, and money's a big thing. So you've got to understand that money is rules here, basically. Like when I was same in Asia as well, the amount of cash going around, like small cash, was incredible. So Tanzanians, they want to look like they've got money. So that brings us on to culture, which they like to show off. WhatsApp is a big one. WhatsApp status here. I don't know if it's like that in the rest of the world, but here they like to show off, pretend that they have money. Actually showing girls that they're actually holding wads of money in their hand on their WhatsApp status and showing it. And whoa, it's getting hot now. So WhatsApp status is a big thing, but you can tell, like, most of the time there's a guy on paying for that stuff. They show on their WhatsApp status in a hotel, drinking champagne, drinking wine, bottle of whiskey. There's usually, most of the time, not all the time, there's a guy paying for that. So if you see a girl in a hotel on WhatsApp status, there's usually a guy paying for that. So WhatsApp is a big thing, and like, that's a big part of the culture. And because getting a number off somebody is, once you've got their number, it's really easy nowadays, just text. Then you got the status, you can see the girl there. So that's quite a common thing. So once you've got a number, it's quite easy to hook up with them. VIP is another one that's big. Girls like, you go into a bar, there's a VIP area, and that's a big thing. They like to show off with that as well on WhatsApp status. A lot of the bars here like don't just have a VIP section, but they have, I think I punched a red light there, and I hope the cop doesn't get. So I've seen bars now, all of it is VIP. It's all sofas, the whole thing VIP. So I've seen girls walk in, it's mostly younger girls now, like, you know, they're not having fun. They're only having fun for the camera now. That's what it's like, the reality of it nowadays. So it makes you sad, that. Another thing when dating Tanzanian girls, this culture, late. They're always freaking late. I've waited over an hour several times for someone to show up. I don't know what it is, but like, if you're arranging to meet, it's mostly girls. I've never had it with guys really, but I've arranged, this happens many times as well. Like, you meet a girl like 7 o'clock, it's really embarrassing. And then they're saying they're on their way, it's like past. They're on their way means they're in bed still. They're still waiting for them. And then I've been over an hour and they're still not on their way. And sometimes what really annoys me is that they'll just like not tell you they're not coming or something like that. Or you arrange a meeting the next day or something, and then you tell them, oh, we're meeting in an hour, are you ready? And it's like, oh, I didn't realize. It's like, they don't inform you that they're not coming. Or if it's it's just so disrespectful. It's like, if girls do that to me now, I take it as disrespectful. Like, you're wasting time with them. You waste a lot of time with them, waiting. So like, I'm gonna stop for a coffee here. Still on culture, so I'll talk about next culture things, family next. I'll just grab a coffee. Family's a big thing as well, so if the family doesn't have much money, you're going to have to help pay for them. Americano? Been out with girls before and you only known them a week and they go, I haven't got any money, my family are poor, I haven't got anything. And they expect you to feel guilty, just give them some money. So family is really important to them. That's a good thing, but I find in Western societies you kind of leave home 18 and rarely see your family. Family and tribes. Okay, you get a lot of tribes here. I'm not that too familiar with it, but like, there's one I experienced, Chaga tribe, which not females but males, and he wouldn't pay for anything, like something. Every time I went out, I would pay for everything. It's your privilege to hang out with them, so you have to pay. It was like that kind of culture. It was really weird. So, and there's different cultures that hang around with the same culture and they have the same rules, and so there's that kind of thing. But it hasn't really affected me that much. I think that's more within the Tanzanian cultural community. I haven't really had much problems with it, apart from the Chaga thing. Then there's weddings. You have to give money to the parents. I went to a wedding once, Tanzanian wedding, it was friggin' boring. It went on for like 6 hours and then they waited, make sure everyone goes through all the boredom, and then they wouldn't give you food until the very end. They have to wait ages for that. So that's a bit on culture there. Now on to beauty and personality. Wigs are a big thing if you don't know. A very small percentage of ladies here don't wear wigs. So most of them wear wigs. That's just the reality of it really, because it's high maintenance, I think expensive. So they go to salons a lot. So that's another reason why they need money as well, because all that's expensive. Those wigs are really expensive as well. But generally personality, I've never had any problems with person. As long as you don't lie to them, then they're nice people and they're very beautiful inside and out as well. It's like any other girls, you get loving ones, you get bitchy ones. It's the same really, just different types of personality, but generally they're nice people and friendly people, male and female. One thing I've noticed, it depends where you hang out with and what the age range as well, because I found, I don't want to say bad, but a lot of percentage, because of the money thing, they're desperate, a lot of people here, but that just goes down to the money side of it really. If you hang around with more professionals, then they won't ask you for money and they won't be more desperate. It depends, the age group and who you hang around with, really. Now on to being a white guy here, dating Tanzanians. Apart from walking around like an ATM machine, dollar sign on your head, there's that, you get a lot of attention. Obviously that happens a lot, not just here, but in any other non-white country, I would say. But I found it's very, unless the girl's not been out the country or had some kind of decent education, it gets limited conversation. You don't really get stimulating conversation if you don't hang out with a girl that's, had some kind of Western culture or other culture, left the country and experienced a bit. Okay, no, you get exceptions as well, but generally you'll get bored. I get bored quickly if they haven't been exposed to other countries and education. It just gets boring. It doesn't last long, relationship really. And some of the girls I've seen, like, they're just, I don't want to go because gifted girls are dairy, so I don't want to say anything bad. So yeah, you get the status thing and you get more attention, they're curious and stuff like that, but generally they see you as you've got money all the time, and the thing is, it's not just them asking for money as well. I know, go back onto money, but they get pressured from their friends. If they got a Mzungu white boyfriend, then they get pressured from their friends, say, oh, you have a white girl boyfriend, you have a white boyfriend, you need to get money off him, he should be giving you a car, he should be lending you the car. So they get their friends pressure them on asking you as well. I've had that experience. Now I'm going on to where to meet women. It's pretty obvious, like every other country really. If you're going to go out at night, nightclub or bar, you're not going to meet decent people most of the time. The best way to meet potential partners is through friends. You're not going to get anyone serious at clubs. They're usually young people that act for you don't make. So there's other places, I think churches, and I don't really go to churches, but I heard churches is a good place. You can meet people during the day. It's probably better than meeting people at night. I've met people at night, it's just turned into anything really. The best people I've met is through friends, so that's the best way to do it. I tried dating apps years ago, but I don't anymore really. I mean, there's enough girls out to meet. You don't need to go on that. There's only two types of girls on those apps I find nowadays. It's like stupid girls, crazy girls, or ugly girls. So I don't really do that anymore. So yeah, my advice is meet people through friends, like meet guy friends, girlfriends, and then it's quite easy. And once you get someone's number as well, it's quite easy to meet them again. If you ever come to Tanzania, you want to date somebody, I hope this helps. This is just my experience, so I'm sure other people's experience is different. And if you want to see more videos of Tanzania, click here, subscribe in the middle here, and if you want to see a video going out at night here, click over there, and I'll see you over there.